Highlighting reservation days. Another free lesson to help you become a better coder. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Your continued support helps make these videos possible. And as always, I thank you all for watching this video. In this video, we are going to help out the Amr Rady with his calendar. He is wanting to highlight the reservation days, and he wants to know how we are going to do it, how I am going to do it. Well, let's take a look. Good morning. All right. Yes, last night, Amr, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Amr, come on. Oh, right here. Asked me, that was last night at 8:50. Asked me if I had time to check up his database, the issues, see what he wants here. I read it briefly, and all I need to do is to select the date, check-in, check-out date, and let's say it's 5 or 6 nights reservation. We need the background to be red or some kind. Alright, so yeah, I think we can do that. Well, let's take a look at his database right there. So let's click on that. Let's download and save as. I'm gonna put this guy somewhere, not in the Google audio library, but in here, in the sample here where I keep some of the stuff. Alright, so let's close out that guy and let's go to our folder here. Obviously, I can help 1 or 2 guys, okay? So I keep, I prioritize all the donors, the contributor. I give them a VIP help. Alright, so, and for those of you guys, if you did not contribute, I still thank you for watching the video and learn from me. Alright, but I can help you once or twice. But for those of you guys who had made contribution, I can help you whenever you need to, and of course under my available time. Alright, here let's open this guy up. Let's see what's going on there. Alright, so what he said was, let me see, let's take a look at this guy. Ooh. Oh, I can see right away, that's a binding bracket. Oh, I hate that. Sorry to say that. So what he wants is, when you check in, check out, it should color, oh here's a subform. This guy's subform. Well, let's brainstorm a little bit. Kinda looking at, well, one thing I know for the first glance, yeah, don't name this guy with spaces. Alright, don't do that. Alright, this pound sign right here, pound sign is really critical in the in variables. Alright, don't use pound sign. Don't be lazy. Spell it out or take it out. Alright, and no spaces. Alright, let's take a look at in this guy. See that full name, spell it out, username, yeah, make sure there are no spaces in there. Alright, Make sure there are no spaces in there. Same thing is in here. Yeah, look at this. It's going to be problematic as you type in a real small code, you know, 10, 20 lines of code. It's not going to matter. But when you start writing programs, the way you see the CMS, that's at least 5,000 or maybe close to 10,000 lines of code. Start from scratch. How are you going to detect that, right? You're going to run into a problem, mister. If you all been following me doing the CMS, you know you start from 0 line of code and end up to close to 10,000 lines of code. If you didn't know, alright, because we code, we don't stitch, alright, we don't stitch, we don't paste, we don't stitch. I share with you a very good programming methods, and your goal is to really absorb that into your head and do the right thing. These names, any object names, do not use spaces. Do not use spaces. Stay away from the special characters from the name. Don't do that. Alright? Don't do that. The difference between the know-how, the seasoned programmer and the new programmer is they just look at the names and know exactly what's going on here. Either the person who's coding never had formal programming class, or someone just kind of learn from the internet or whatever. Okay, but what I share with you, I guarantee you, any teacher, any college professor will love you, whatever I share with you. Alright, and I guarantee you that they will love you the way you code. Alright, the code block. Yeah, I'll talk about the code block. Let's go in here. Well, obviously this is a bond record, alright, record set, which I don't do that, okay, and it's going to be problematic programming. Alright, see there is no block. Okay, code block means this. Code block means this. You tap that guy. You tap that guy. You tap that guy. Actually, this is else here. We call that code block. Okay. So right here, what is going on here? If here, in here, if there, in there. So yeah, this is yeah. I know my professor would give you a D for this. Way back when we learned how to code, if you don't line this if and else or end if correctly, he's not gonna look at it. My professor would say, "Hey, get out of here." Well, I learned from the best, I guess. Yeah, back in the 80s, professor, they're standing there in the classroom and smoking. Some did a cigar, and they're standing with one hand with a cigarette and one hand on the blackboard. And we code this on paper first. We code this on paper. We code this on paper. And then when it's a lab time, we take the code off from the paper and transfer it onto the mainframe computer. And print out the long list of programs from mainframe. And you will turn in your printout from the computer lab. But All right, let's get back to our program. So what he wants is let's see how. Yeah, this. Okay, so how? What is this? What is enter here? What? Yeah, naming convention. You should always name everything. All right, name everything. See, this is a problem right here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the variable names with spaces. Oh, okay. So that just okay. So that's all right. Okay. All right. Well, let's take a look at the calendar. All right. No, I don't want to save that. I think this is a subform that he did. Let's take a look. As a matter of fact, let's look at it. Okay. All right. Obviously, this is good. All right. So to be able to control and highlight that stuff, you're gonna need two things. All right. If you want to highlight the start date, the check-in date, and the day before checkout date, it should be checkout date. You're not gonna stay, right? Checkout, so you don't count that as one of the days. Okay. For example, if you check in on the 6th and you're checking out on the 13th, you only want to highlight 6 through 12, not 13, because 13 is the checkout date. All right. So just by analyzing that logically, you know you're gonna need some kind of date range to signify what it is. All right. And that date range, let me close this out. And that date range comes from this guy right here. I see it's check in, check out here. See that check in, check out. These are the date range. Between these guys are the date range. All right. So that's what we want. So now how we're gonna do that? All right. Let me show you how to do that. Let me show you. So we're gonna need two controls. All right. We're gonna call this guy. Let's need another one. Let's put that another one down there. So this second one will be, let me show you how to name this guy. TXT to date. Alright. And then this top one, TXT from date. That's all you would need. Alright. Let's simulate what we're going to be doing. Okay. We're going to simulate what we're going to be doing. We're going to do a test code in here. On the main form right here, on the unload right here, we're going to default this from date to maybe 7 days. All right. And then to date is just today. All right. So that's what we have. Now let's add function to color the label. Sub color reserved day. All right. Color reserved day. So yeah, let's take a look at this display right here. I think I mentioned this in one of the videos. When I did this, I was looking at the day, Monday, Tuesday, which one it would fall onto. Alright, after looking at it over and over again, I realized that we don't need all this, alright, because it's gonna set it to empty anyways. Alright, so let's take that out. See that? And you should also take this Sunday out. Alright, take that Sunday out. And take that Sunday out. The reason being is because that first day will always be whatever it is. You see? And then you erase that guy. Alright? And then it's going to jump in here. That's all it is. Alright? That's all it is. All we want is just say, hey, we're just going to look for the first day. That's all. Alright? So, but initially I did that because when you started things, you're gonna have to refactor afterwards. All right, look at your code over and over. And yeah, on my, I still work full time from 8 to 5 still. And I go back to my codes that I've coded for this number of years, all right, over and over again as a programmer, because we call that factoring, all right, refactoring, all right. And here I see something is the issue right here, all right. Initially I did this, all right. So if you watch the how to create calendar part 1, you see how I did that. And after which, many of you guys had issues with this. Well, this is the US format date. We use the month first, day, and year. Alright. Obviously it works because it's on my computer. Alright. But if you were in a different country, this would not work. So what we really want is this. Let me show you. What we really want is this. I'm gonna copy that. We want that, and that to be first, day, and this will be D, just like this guy, alright? Except we're not looking for that guy. This will be the day, you see. If you look at this closely, you see that's the year, that's the month, that's the day. Alright, so this is no, alright, for countries other than US, this would not work. Alright, so I mentioned that in the video in debugging calendar for many of you guys. And so if you've been watching my video a lot, all the time, you see that I stress the importance of using a date serial. Alright, and that you are safe regardless if you are in Egypt, in China, in Russia, in somewhere in I don't know what other countries. Alright, so just use this serial. Alright, so that's that. Let's take a look at our color here. Well, we know we're going to be coloring the date range, so and so, alright? So I bet you if we did this, I'm going to copy the entire thing here. Copy there, the calendar, and put it in here. Alright, I'm going to take that out and leave everything the same. Oh, here, clear calendar here. Alright, I'm going to comment that out for now. What we really want here is a label, so just type in label. And here, and here. Here is where that's going to happen. First off, we are not interested in color naming that guy. By the way, you don't need to use the button. All right, you don't need to use a button here. You don't need to use a button. Show you. As a matter of fact, I'll do that later. Let's fix this guy first. We don't need to name the button. Alright, so from here we can say if the select if the select date is greater than or equal to me text from date, and the select date is less than me. Remember, we're not gonna mark the to date. We're not gonna mark the we could just do this. CTL back color to color. Oh, it's got 3 colors. All right, just do that. All right, and then we'll do a copy that and put it in there. I notice that we need to have this guy right here in there as well. Did you not have it up here? Oh, there's a problem there. No, that's not a problem. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, we need to have a date, select date there. I did this because we were passing in stuff. All right. Basically, you don't need this. Just to display, you don't need that. All right. I did this because I was sending the date to display certain things. All right. So just to display calendar, that's all you need. All right. But here, see, we need to use this date to identify things. And if in the video that you saw me doing it, I displayed the birthdays, the holidays, all that. That is the purpose of this select date here. All right, and it's not in here, so let's put that guy in there. Yeah, I'm gonna just tag along here. The select date as date. Yeah, I use this date to pass in or validate or stuff. All right, but if you just want to display the calendar, that's all you need. All right, that's all you need. You don't need a select date. All right, or that variable. Let's see. Let's continue here. So now, and that's all you need, and that's all you need. So now I can do this. Once I display the calendar, I can say, once I display, I can say call, just like that. Let's see if it colors what we want it to color. All right, I'm gonna close that out. Oh, okay, it started 1. Oh, okay. So that is correct. You see there? Because we're not gonna color the second. Remember, this is good. Let's go back. There you go. See there? So it's gonna color the May up to the 1st of June. Let's go to June. See there? And that's what we want. That's what we want. That's perfect right there. All right, that's perfect right there. Now let's see. Oh, yeah, right here. Now you see how I did that. We need to do same as the other one. We need to clear the color. All right, sub clear color. Clear reservation color. All we have to do is do the same thing here. As a matter of fact, right here, you see that? We just grab that guy because it's the same thing and drop it in there and take this guy out, the command out. We're not interested in that. You see that? And then we recolor. Okay. That's how we do it. All right. That's it. That's all it is. That's not a whole lot. Okay, that's not a whole lot. What I was going to show you, let me show you something else. Yeah, if you were to do this, I mean, you see this button right here? You don't need that, all right? I'm just going to take this button out. I mean, unless you need to click it, okay? So I'm going to take all that out. Delete. You don't need this, all right? I'm going to show you. You don't need all that. This is not necessary. I mean, if all you want to do is just display, you don't have to use a button to display. Alright? And now I'm gonna highlight this guy. Highlight this bottom one here. Just make this text, make that text a hard black. That's it. Control S. And now in the clear, we're not interested in command button. We don't have a command button, you see. And we are not interested in, and we are interested in label here. You see that? And that's all you have to do. That's it. See if that works. Close. See that? It's the same thing. Alright, so if all you want is just to display, you don't need a button. Alright, now I use a button because I click it. I use it to click. Okay, or display something in the corner. Alright, so but all you want is to do that, you don't need a button. You see that? Alright, so how we're gonna get this guy to display? Alright, so let me I am going to close that out. We are done with that. That's what we have. That's perfect right there. And I am going to go back to my load right here. See this? Where I default this to here. I'm going to take that out. Now if you take this out, check this out. If you take this out, in here you got to make sure that you say if not is no. Make sure that you have the from date and not is no. Yeah, I talk a lot about validating the no value before you really work with that guy. Otherwise, you're gonna have hair scratching. All right. So you see how I did the code block? It's real nice and pretty there, and you followed correctly, which is appreciated. You're gonna be a good programmer if you follow the way it is. All right. So that's it. So we want to make sure that the from date and to date is not empty. Otherwise, we don't want to mess with it. All right. Control S. That's it. That's all she wrote for that guy. Now let's go to our main form here. Wow, it's going to be easier than I thought. So I noticed I have no idea. I have no idea how this guy works. All right, but what I noticed is that this button right here, see this enter. So anytime you hit enter, we want to color this guy. So every time you hit enter, color. Alright, so let's take a look how we're going to do this. Enter. Let's go to event. Go in there. Alright, we came in here once. What we want here is we want to say me, I think it's a calendar, form, to date equals, what is that, guys? Is it check-in? Yeah, check-in. Alright, and then check out. Form txt to date equals me check out right there. All right. One other thing that we need to do on the calendar is we need to call this function right here, this subroutine. So let's make that public. If you don't make this a public, you cannot call from other form. All right, so let's copy that and jump back to the reservation. Now we can say form calendar, and instead of form, I think you can just do that. Let's make a form. Oops. There. Control S. Alright, let's take a look and see what's going on here. Alright, close that down. See if it does what we want it to do. Alright. So obviously nothing is highlighted. And this is May 1st and through May 6th. So hit enter. Oh, it's not displaying. Something's not displaying there. So let's take a look. Oh, from, my bad. From there. Save. Let's try that again. There you go. So we got that. Okay, good. And now let's advance back, see if it works. Let's see there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not marking the 6 because that's the checkout date. Alright, so now let's take a look at the next item, next person, I guess. Let's advance here. Yeah, this is why I don't like this. Yeah. See how it did not reset? You have no control if you use binding record. Alright, so but we're gonna click on this guy and we're gonna look at these days. Alright, click theme. See, it didn't clear. Alright, see, it didn't clear. Let's move up. Now it's clear. Alright, so that's the reason why anytime you click on this right here, navigation, I have no idea. Alright, so but you can see how I did that, right? Look at that. Right, that's after clicking this guy. First, after clicking this guy and navigate through this guy. Let's look at the next item, next person, next reservation. So this guy is 13th, 20th. All right, so see how it did not recolor? Obviously I wouldn't want to do it this way, so I have to hit enter here, hit enter. All right, and then advance back. See there? And then you can see. Alright. So I want to do something else here. When you hit enter, you call a reserve day. And it does. Oh, I didn't clear. You see there? There. You know what? We made this guy, but we never used it. That's the reason why. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's clear that. Alright. Control S. Yeah, we made this clear subroutine, but we never used it. Alright. My bad. My bad. It's okay to say that you're wrong. Alright, let's try it again. This time we're gonna go to the next one. Alright, and hit enter. See there, it should change. Alright, but what is this? This is in her. Hold on. Obviously you cannot clear this guy. You see there? You cannot clear that guy. My bad there. Don't do that. You clear that number. Save. Let's try that again. That's better. Alright. So what happened here? I left that clear caption there. That's why it moved all the dates. But that's how you do it. See there? That's how you do it. Let's see that last one. And you have to hit enter. There's nothing there. All right, let's go back and hit enter. Good. Let's go back. Is this back or previous? What is this? Oh, that's okay. So that's the same as that one. So hit enter. You see that date? Let's go previous. Hit enter. This will be in June. So let's go to June. So that's how you do it, mister. That is how you do it. Now, if you advance it again, you see this October right here? It's going to go through all October. Alright? Excluding the 31st. You see there? And nothing there. And that's how you color it. Alright? That's how you color it. Alright? So let's go to one more down. And this one is in May. You can see May. Let's go back to May. There. Nothing hard. The only thing that I want to suggest is that, yeah, write your code nicely. Alright. Sorry to have to say that. Oops. Oh man, I just accidentally I meant to close it down. My bad. Meant to close it down, not close the form, not the application. Just rename this guy correctly if you really want to be a good programmer. All right. Like I say, once you get through that first step to become a good programmer, you're gonna fall in love with programming. See this right here, ID type, ID number, state type. This right here needs not. Yeah, see this right here. Yeah, that forward slash, that is no, don't do that. Okay, you will run into problem. Not right now, but you will. If your application gets as large as what I do, or even to, you know, couple hundred lines of code, you're gonna run into your hair scratching. All right, and we don't, you know, anybody look at this, they don't want to work with you. Period. All right. Just because you don't know how to name, name the variable. All right. So get rid of this pound sign. Get rid of this forward slash, and get rid of the spaces in between, and you'll be fine. All right. Just follow the way I showed you. All right. Just follow the way I showed you. Oh, my naming convention. That's nothing there. But anyways, but well, all in all, that's not bad at all. All right, that's not bad at all. What is this? Oh, okay. All in all, it's not bad at all. It's just the naming convention. All right, and the code that I showed you. All right, you hit enter, and then you go back to, see that May first, and that's how you color it. All right. So let me recap. On the calendar. Now I'm not going to send this database back to you. All right, because that's not the purpose. I mean, I can help everyone doing that, but that's not the purpose. All right. If you really want to learn, watch the video over and over again. This is clear calendar. I streamlined the calendar down to two block. What if then else. That's it. I remove all the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and all that. All right. I also talked about this date serial format. All right. This is essentially the same as this guy. This is the same thing as that guy. Okay. However, we are using the date serial, and that will work for in any country, regardless. But this top one that I commented out right here, that only works in USA. All right. So that's how we write date, and that's why it only works in USA. Alright, so just be mindful, change your code, change that to that. Let's see what else. Yeah, we talked about I removed a bunch of that stuff in there. And the color, I add a subroutine to color. It's essentially the same thing as this guy, you see, as this guy. But we cannot use this guy because this is just displaying the calendar 1 to the end of the month. But what if your reservation is in January? You cannot color that in there, okay? You cannot color in there. Alright, so what we did was we did exactly the same thing, except we identify if this guy, you know what, now that I'm talking about it, I bet you we can do this too. You know what, let's do that, let's do this. It looks like we could do that. Let me think. Yeah. You know what? Let's refactor this some more. I think we can copy that guy and put it right here. Yeah, I think put it right there. I think that's gonna work too. Alright, and then same thing, we're gonna put it right here. And then take this, take that guy out. I think there's a duplicate in here, you see that? So I think that's gonna work the same way. I take this guy out. Oops. Yep, you know what, that's what we're gonna do. And I'm going to do that, and I think that's going to work right there. Okay, so now clear calendar. Now we're going to change clear calendar to gray, so that's fine. I think that's going to work just like that. We might not need this guy, you know what, we might not need this guy, so I'm just going to comment out that guy. Alright, we not need this guy after all. I'm gonna comment that out, that guy. Now that I was just looking at it closely, I think that's just gonna work like that, which makes life easier. And now we need to make this guy public. And copy and jump back to this guy and right here, do that. I wonder if that's just going to work the same way, you see. I think so. I'm going to close that out. And this one is in May. Let's hit enter. We got May. Yep, see there? So let's go to next. Hit enter. This is in June, you see there? Yep. So yeah, now that, you know, like I said, you know, programmers that start thinking, doing stuff, and then I just realized, hey, this is the same function. Alright, so we don't need that, you see there? We don't need all that. Take that out. We don't need the clear either. My bad. And that's, you know, it's part of coding. Part of coding is that you start doing things and then you start, hey, wait a minute, this guy is the same thing as the other one. All we have to do is detect if that date is between this date range. You see there? That's all. Alright. So, but there you go. So that's how you do it, mister. It's not big a deal. Just in that display calendar, you see how I did it? See that? Make that a public so you can call from the main form. Let's see. let's see, what else did I do here? Oh, I changed the command to label. Alright, I changed the command to label. I removed the command from here, from the clear calendar. Alright, and in here, these buttons right here, there used to be buttons here. I took the command buttons out. Just use label to color. Alright, just use the label to display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't need to, yeah, you don't need that. Okay, so let's see the next one. And date, that's in May. Alright, so let's go, yeah, right there. You see there? So that's how you do it. And obviously you need to hide this guy. Alright, obviously you need to hide this guy. So let me show you how do you hide that guy. I'm pretty sure you already know. I'm closing this guy out. Save. Closing that guy out. It's not big a deal. It's pretty yeah. Obviously you're gonna do that. Alright. You just have to remember. No. Close. That's it. That's all you, yeah, that's all you need to do. Alright. See how I hit enter there, but it's in May, you see there. Yeah, you just have to hit enter and do that. Alright. And look for the date. So we can go May. Yeah, this form is not really intuitive. See how it's in June now. Alright. So now and it didn't color because when you, until you do this, enter, you see that, hit enter, then it clears, and then it's in June, and then there, and then so on. Alright, and there you have it. Amr, is there anything else I need to say? Actually, we didn't do anything. Alright, all I did was I massaged this calendar. I added 2 sub functions and then I removed them just because. But I realized that we could do a whole bunch of stuff in here. You see that? I was talking about this deselect date. Deselect date, and then that's when it brought me that, hey, I realized that I need to use that date for this. Anyways, there you have it. None to it. Alright, none to it. Just watch this video and you will see it. Alright, so that's for the calendar. All you have to do is just make your function look like this in the display calendar. Make it a public, and and what was I? Oh, make that a label, not a command. Remove the command and just leave that function in that logic in there, and that's all it is for this display calendar. And then on here, that's how I execute the subform. Alright, so I say, hey, from date you are checked in to date you are checked out, and show me the calendar. That's all I said. Alright, that's it. None to it. Alright, mister. There you have it. Happy programming. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell. And also comment below, and if you need help, inbox me. Thanks again.